The Mesa Chamber of Commerce Inside Business podcast brings you a unique view of Mesa through its vibrant business community and the subjects that are important. The podcast is produced in the Mesa Chamber of Commerce Media Studio, sponsored by the University of Phoenix. Our podcast is hosted by Mesa Chamber of Commerce CEO Sally Harrison. Please enjoy this episode of the Mesa Chamber Inside Business podcast.
Hi, I'm Sally Harrison, president of the Mesa Chamber of Commerce, and today we're in the podcast studio with Marcos Perez. Marcos, I've known you for a long time, but you used to be with Mesa Police Department, and now you own Midwestern Meats.
Yes, that is correct.
So talk about your background, because it's a big change going from being in law enforcement to owning a meat shop.
That's a drastic difference, So my background, when I was a little boy, I always wanted to be a police officer. I just knew I wanted to do that. And so when I got out of high school, joined the Army. And then shortly after that, joined Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. And
I did not know that.
Yeah, well, I was a detention officer with them. So not a sworn officer with them. I was too young.
Okay.
But then shortly after, as soon as I was of age, I applied for many different departments. And, very luckily, I got selected by Mesa. By Mesa PD, my hometown, born and raised in Mesa. So I love Mesa and love Mesa PD. And they gave me a great opportunity to be with them for a while. And I left as a detective with Mesa PD, but I'm still a reserve officer with them. So as I'm still doing the butcher shop thing, I still am a reserve officer with Mesa PD.
Cool. Nice. I think I've run into you a couple of times when I've been out there for the Share Your Roots event.
Yeah, quite possibly. I think so.
Yeah. So, big difference. So, you decided to invest in a butcher shop.
Yes.
And I think probably a lot of people know Midwestern Meats because it's been here for how many years?
It has been around the valley for 35 years.
Yeah, that's a long
35
time.
years in Mesa. We've been in that location for about 29 years, going on 30 years. In Greenfield in Maine.
Yep.
But prior to that, they were on Lindsay in Maine over there by the Tough Shed. And it's been around for a long time. Big name in the valley.
Yeah. So when did you and your wife take that over?
We took over in June of 23.
Okay.
So we're coming up here on 2 years.
That's
officially.
exciting.
Yeah, no, it's been a wonderful 2 years. A great ride so far. And we're just super excited to keep going forward.
Well, every time I'm in there, it's busy.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. No,
we appreciate you. We appreciate you coming by and love seeing your face there. So.
Wow. And so, what year did you say it was founded?
It was founded in officially, I guess in like 1980.
Trying to do the math in my head, I can't.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
But officially, actually, Midwestern Meats, that trade name has been established since 1990. The year 1990 is when it was established.
Okay.
By the founder. His name's Roger McConnell. Wonderful family, the McConnell family. And they have been under Midwestern Meats since 1990. And then in 95, this is when they moved into the big building that they had built over there. I believe they built it over there.
Yeah.
Because everything, the bones inside was designed for a meat shop. And that occurred in 95. And yeah, we've been there ever since.
So what makes a person say, I think I would like to own a meat shop? What makes you want to purchase a butcher shop?
I've always had a passion for I love cooking. I love grilling. I love smoking meats. I've always had a passion for it. Prior to us even thinking that this could be a possibility, we would always go to your Costco or Sam's Club, and I would go to the cutters back there, to the butchers, and I would say, hey, can I get the whole piece of whatever, ribeye, tenderloin, whatever it was, and I would get that. And I would take it home and go cut it myself, cut it into multiple steaks, package it myself, trim it up, make it really nice the way that I like it. And I just had a lot of fun doing that. And my wife knew that I enjoyed steaks. I enjoyed good meat. I figured out how to cook them really well and do all that. And so when this opportunity just came before us, it was like, well, I didn't want to leave my job with Mesa. It was my dream job. Like I said, ever since I was a little boy, I always wanted to be a police officer. And I was fully living my dream. And I never dreamed of owning a butcher shop, but then the opportunity came, and it was like, hey, we could, this is a wonderful business that was built up to be what it is, and the old family's there, they're getting ready to retire, they've kind of lost a little bit of steam, and they want some young blood in there, and so we worked out a deal with the McConnell family where we were able to purchase it, and now have
That's
given
awesome.
some good energy into the place.
And I think you guys told me, or maybe I jumped it, that a lot of the people that were working there stayed with you.
Yes, every single employee.
That's impressive.
When we took over, decided to stay, and the statistics show that when you take over a company, about 50, there's a possibility, the average, the national average is that 50% of your employees will leave, because they're just, especially in this scenario where it was like forever, everything was cool, and then one day these new people show up and it's like, hey guys, this is Marcos and Sierra, they are the new owners here. So especially when it's one of those, it's like, hey, I'm out, like whether they're scared of the unknown, or they just like, hey, now's my chance to get out of here, whatever it is. So we were very fortunate and blessed to keep all the staff awesome. There, and to this day we still have a lot of those people that were, of course, time goes on,
sure, people
find new opportunities or they decide to leave, but we're still with a lot of the same people that were there. And actually what's really funny is we have staff that are with us now that used to work at Midwestern Meats and then
came back.
And they came back.
That's awesome.
So those guys are now very key employees for us, and we're super grateful to have them.
Well, everybody seems like a really cohesive team. When I've been in there, everybody's having fun, and they're very knowledgeable.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah. I try to tell these guys and girls over there, like, let's just have fun. If we're having a good time, then the customers can come in and see that and be a part of that.
Makes a difference.
And we all just, have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have
life
to
is
just
short.
All be serious work.
Yeah, life is short. Let's have a good time.
Well, talk about the kinds of meats and services that you offer.
Yes, no, absolutely. So for us over here at Midwestern Meats, it's in the name, Midwestern Meats. We get all of our beef sourced from one single location in the Midwest. We believe that the Midwest produces the best beef. Just there's a whole lot of things that go into that: the weather, the cattle, the food, the grass, everything that's happening out there in the Midwest. It's really just the perfect storm that creates really great beef. And so for us, we're getting that stuff sourced from just this really wonderful place. It's all pasture raised, it's grass fed, corn finished. That's the true Midwest style, is a corn finished product. And even down to like the corn that they get, they're so close to Iowa and Indiana that they get a lot of this wonderful corn. And they have a process that they do to break down the corn, so that they could give it to the cows in a way, because corn is not a natural thing for cows to eat.
Sure.
But the way that the process that they do it and then give it to the cows, it's really easy on their digestive system.
Nice.
Whereas a lot of times if you're just force feeding cow grain or corn, they could get sick and then require antibiotics or hormones or whatever kind of medication to help save that cow, because every cow that's money.
Yeah.
For the rancher and for the producers out there. So they're trying to save that. But so they've developed a way over the many years of like, hey, how do we get this from not getting sick, this cow? And with that, our product is all antibiotic free, growth hormone free, and the corn it's a non-GMO corn that they do with the cattle. So it's really phenomenal. So they do a really good job of making sure that cow doesn't have to get vaccinated, because as soon as it gets vaccinated or given antibiotics, then they have to put it into like another type of lot, where that one will go for like maybe a more commercial type setting. Yeah. So it's really cool. A lot of great.
But
beef
you have
cuts.
more than beef.
Yes, I got sidetracked there on the
no,
beef.
that's
My
okay.
apologies.
You have a lot to offer there.
So aside from the beef, we also have all natural chicken and all natural pork products as well. We do some fish. A lot of our customers, they come from the Midwest, a lot of our customers, and so the Midwest is not known for, salmon or, tuna, stuff like that, like those ocean type fish. But we do carry some of that stuff. We do carry a wonderful salmon. We have walleye as well from the Great Lakes, wild caught from the Great Lakes. So a lot of people love that. They come to us for that. But we have all kinds of stuff besides just beef. We have great deli meats. Yeah. We get a lot of stuff shipped in from the Midwest, like that old traditional style, like natural casing hot dogs we get out of Detroit. So there's a lot of cool stuff that we get.
I've had baked potatoes from there.
Oh, yes.
The jerky is to die for.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
No, seriously. I've taken bones home from my dog.
Yes.
Yeah, you're full service.
Thank you so much. Yeah. The bones are such a great one for the dogs. They're human grade, of course. So I love to take them home myself and make like some really fancy like bone marrow appetizers out of that. And that's the same thing too, is like, these bones, if you want them done in a certain way, we're always happy to cut it a certain way, cut anything a certain way. So any kind of cut, any kind of crazy recipe that, a customer may see or hear about, like, hey, I wonder if, can I get this? Give us a call or, come on in and we could talk you through it. We have knowledge over there and we could cut anything basically the way you want it.
Well, the bacon wrapped fillets are seriously my favorite.
Oh my gosh.
They're
That's
so
awesome.
good. Yeah,
Thank you.
They're so good. So, I mean, I feel like when I go in, I know it's unique, but tell me why you believe it's unique and different from other butcher shops.
I think we're unique and different from other butcher shops because we are always trying to provide value to our customers. And I know that other butcher shops in Mesa and other places are also trying to provide value.
Sure.
But I have this like insane drive to just continue to grow and to continue to give value where I see that value is not being given. So like something that separates us and that's unique from us is we offer a home delivery service. Other butcher shops don't do that. Yeah, no. So you call down to the store and give us the address, we'll calculate it. Right now it's about like $8 for delivery for like, I think that's within like 15 miles, 16 miles of the store or whatever. But a home delivery service is like really huge, especially for people who are very busy on the go type people. We offer that home delivery service.
So do you take it and then you go in and actually cook those steaks for them?
Oh my gosh, we've had.
I know you like to cook.
We have had some customers say that, like, "Hey, can you guys come by and cook this for us?"
The grill's right there.
Yeah, no, right? Seriously, but it's always so funny. Some of the phone calls we get, and we're so happy to take the phone calls. Customers will call and, "Hey, how do you cook this?" And we'll walk through it. And if the person who answered the phone doesn't really know, hey, let me get somebody who knows how to cook that. And then we'll just talk to the customers for 15 minutes and explaining them how to cook certain stuff.
That's cool.
But another thing too that separates us is we also have an active website where customers can see our pricing like live right then and there. So there's no real surprises. They could see our stuff and they could even order online, which is something that other butcher shops don't do.
Sure.
Which nothing against them for not doing that, but it's just like, hey, why not do that for our customers? Yeah, it's another service for our customers to let them have an option to do that, so they don't, because the butcher shop can be a little intimidating sometimes.
Going into a meat shop, I mean, unless you're really familiar with that, is intimidating. How's your staff help new customers?
Our staff, they're very friendly. They try to be very hospitable, and that's what we try to instill in our staff and our culture is to be very hospitable. And people are here, and especially in this economy, people are not everybody is doing amazingly well out there. Right. A lot of people have a choice to spend their money wherever, and these people have chosen to come to our store and maybe spend money there. Let's treat them really great. Let's give them a great experience, and it can be intimidating. We have a 40-foot meat case. That's a big meat case.
It is huge.
So even my wife, she comes in, she owns the place, and she gets nervous sometimes. She's like, "Oh my God, can you go get this for me?" But something we do is we walk people through, hey, welcome in. How are you doing today? If you have any questions, please let us know. We're always open to answering questions because some people might be like, well, I'm looking for this, but I don't really see it. Ask us. And we always offer that, like, hey, if you have any questions or need any help, please let us know. And, we just we're always bouncing off stuff with customers and talking to them like, oh, hey, what are you doing with this? Oh, I'm actually, that's one thing that always happens a lot. Oh, what are you taking this roast home for? Oh, we're going to make this.
Nice.
Hey, well, that's great. If that's the recipe, do it. But, for that particular recipe, you may want to try this because of XYZ, fat content in there or whatever it may be. And so, just to offer a little advice and stuff and help people out.
That's great.
We always try to just be very cheery and helpful.
Well, that's good. We need a little bit of that. So what's your favorite? I mean, like during the holidays, I know you guys are busy because I've been there.
Yes.
What's the popular thing for people to come and get?
During the holidays?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Always prime rib.
Yeah. Prime
rib is insane during the holidays. We do a lot of tenderloin as well, like full roast. A lot of people like to do a like Chateaubriand or a beef Wellington, but prime rib is always the king in the holidays. We love doing it. It's magic for us. We love cutting them. We love getting the right size. We do USDA choice. We do USDA prime, bone in, boneless. however you like it, however you want it. And then we also provide recipes as well for customers that
That's
maybe
cool.
their first time
Yeah.
doing a prime rib. It can be very intimidating because it's an expensive cut of meat,
Yeah.
and it's daunting
Yeah.
to take on that.
Don't want to mess
Oh
that
my
up.
gosh, like Christmas dinner, So we always offer that kind of support, and we
That's
drop
awesome.
it. Hey, would you like the recipe here to kind of cook it? We offer several kinds of recipes.
I was going to say, you also offer seasonings and rubs.
Yes, we do. And during the holidays too, we go through so many pounds of seasoning, so many, because we always offer that too. Like, hey, at any point during the year too, like any steak or any roast that you may get, hey, would you like that seasoned? And we are always happy to do it.
That's
and we
cool.
pre-season these steaks for them, and we always get a lot of great feedback on
That's
it.
cool.
So love Christmas, love the holidays,
Yeah.
all of them.
Very cool. Anything else we should know?
Um,
I know you offer a veteran discount.
Yes, yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, that's one thing. Me being a proud veteran myself, and first responder. I guess I'm still a first responder
You are.
in a way.
are.
Kind of not on the clock anymore, on the payroll per se, but we do offer a 10% discount every single day, all day, every day, no matter how big your order is or how small your order is. You could
Nice.
order a half cow and you'll get 10% off this
That's
thing.
awesome.
Even though the half cow is already very discounted.
Sure.
But all day, every day, we offer a veterans discount and first responder discount. We also include that into like nurses as well, because we
Nice.
believe that they
Yeah.
are also on the front lines with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So every day we always offer that, and
Cool.
yeah.
All right, so where are you located?
We are located at 4308 East Main Street, which is Greenfield in Maine.
Okay.
And currently at this time, there's a lot of construction going on.
Yes,
So
just be patient. It's worth the little, I don't know, the little
Little
jog
hiccup.
in there to
Little
get
hiccup.
there. Okay, and what's your website?
our website is midwesternmeats.com.
And you're
just
on
straight up like that.
social. I see you all the time.
Yes, yeah, we're on Facebook, Instagram. We have to get on YouTube and TikTok a little bit more, but we are definitely on social media.
Cool.
Midwestern Meats is always the name there.
Very cool. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. It was
Of
really an
course.
honor, and always good to see you.
Always good to see you.
This has been a Mesa Chamber of Commerce Inside Business podcast. You can find all podcast episodes at iTunes, Spotify, or your own favorite podcast website. You can also find them online at mesachamber.org. Content of this podcast is copyright the Mesa Chamber of Commerce, unless otherwise noted.